Hello race fans and welcome into the Passing Under Yellow Racing League, brought to you in part by skunkworksgraphics.com. We are off to week number 6 here in the Passing Under Yellow Racing League in the Xfinity series. As you can see right here, we are off to Chicagoland Speedway. It will be a night race tonight for 90 laps of racing. I'll go ahead and show you some of the race details here in just one moment, but I really look forward to tonight's race. Last week was really good. Had a good battle between Connor Leach and Caleb Sisk at the end of the race there. Here are your race details for today, so hopefully today is about the same. A 1.53 mile track, Chicagoland Speedway. 74 degrees Fahrenheit track temperature, 72 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So a nice pleasant night out here in Chicago. 53% humidity, partly cloudy with 6 mile per hour winds. They're currently doing their practice session, which is set for 55 minutes. As soon as we're done with that, we'll move on to the qualifying session, which will be set for 5 minutes. They'll have 2 chances to put in a good lap time. We'll take those results and line them up for the main race of the day, which will be 90 laps of racing here tonight. There are no competition cautions scheduled for tonight. They do have 2 sets of tires for tire allocation and 1 fast repair in case things go wrong. And yes, they are running fixed setups to keep everybody on the same level playing field to keep the competition close. But that's all the race details I got for you tonight. Hope you guys are ready, and I'll see you right back here for the driver introductions. All right, we'll kick off driver introductions with the number 41 of Aikman Pollard, the 27-year-old from Lyles, Tennessee, part of the Passing Under Yellow Racing team, currently 4th in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Aikman. Let's welcome in the number 6 of Caleb Sisk, the 32-year-old from Statesville, North Carolina, part of the Skunkworks Racing team, current points leader heading into tonight, so he'll definitely be one to watch. Good luck to you tonight, Caleb. Pulling out on track at the moment is the number 77 of James Meyer, the 22-year-old from Burnt Cabins, Pennsylvania, part of the Passing Under Yellow Racing team as well. Currently 17th in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, James. Now let's welcome in the GOAT himself, the number 14 of Alan Grote, the 38-year-old from Phoenix, Arizona, part of the Skunkworks Racing team, owner of the Skunkworks Racing team. Currently 10th in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Alan. Zooming around the track at the moment is the number 90 of Carson Rowland, the 33-year-old from Leander, Texas. Currently 9th in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Carson. Now let's welcome in the number 93 of Lucas Schimmel, the 28-year-old from Fort Worth, Texas, part of the No Sweat Racing team, currently 29th in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Lucas. Now let's welcome in the number 17 of Austin Smith, the 28-year-old from Clockville, New York, part of the Passing Under Yellow Racing team, owner of the PassingUnderYellow.com. And currently 3rd in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Austin. And who do we have here? The number 85 of David Shively, the 55-year-old from Fairfield, California. Currently 7th in points heading into tonight. He's been on a really good hot streak here lately. He's been up front battling with the big boys. So good luck to you tonight, David. Now let's welcome in the wild man himself, the number 3 of Skylar Herod, the 30-year-old from Madison, Indiana, part of the Skunkworks Racing team. Currently 5th in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Skylar. Pulling out of pit lane now is the 07 of Jason Willetson, the 34-year-old from Waldo, Wisconsin, part of the Cheese Boys Racing team, currently 8th in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Jason. Pulling out of his pit box now is the 414 of Rob Higgs, 36-year-old from Baltimore, Maryland, currently 13th in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Rob. Joining us now on track is the number 70 of Dylan Scholes, the 29-year-old from Wautoma, Wisconsin, currently 19th in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Dylan. Now let's welcome in the number 71 of Connor Leach, the 25-year-old from Surrey, British Columbia, Canada, part of the Skunkworks Racing team, currently 2nd in points heading into tonight. Put on a pretty good show last week. Good luck to you tonight, Connor. Here is the 06 of Ryan Philbrick, the 33-year-old from Rumford, Maine, part of the Lions Den Motorsports Racing team, currently 14th in points heading into tonight. Good luck to you tonight, Ryan. Now let's welcome in the driver that is currently 12th in points from Tucson, Arizona, part of the Grumpy Yeti Racing team, the 50-year-old Jeffrey Nagagast in the number 38 car. Good luck to you tonight, Jeffrey. All right, looks like qualifying is now over. Racers are on grid, making their way around for the pace lap. Let me go ahead and show you the starting lineup for today's race. Congratulations to Caleb Sisk and the Skunkworks Racing team. You all will start on pole with a 30.080. Nicely done to Caleb. James Meyer is going to start alongside on the front row. We'll have Skylar Herod and David Shively in the 2nd row. Alan Grote and Aikman Pollard in the 3rd row together. Connor Leach and Carson Rowland going to be in the 4th row together. Jason Willetson and Austin Smith will share the 5th row. In the 6th row, we'll have Ryan Philbrick and Lucas Schimmel. In the 7th row, we'll have Rob Higgs and Jeffrey Nagagast. And rounding out the field will be Dylan Scholes back there, all by his lonesome. All right, everybody, that's the starting lineup. 90 laps of racing coming up here in just 1 minute. We'll see you right back here for the green flag. All right, folks, pace truck is now off. Green flag coming out here in just 1 second. There it is, and then off we go. Nice even start up there on the front row with Caleb Sisk and James Meyer. Looks to be pretty even. Does look like Caleb Sisk will go ahead and take that lead heading into turn number 1, though. What else we got going on back here? We have Skylar Harrod taking the inside line on James Meyer. Does look like he will get by, and as well as teammate Alan Grote going to make his way up to that third spot. Going to take a peek on the inside of Skylar Harrod here. Actually, might get that second spot. 1, 2, 3 right now for Skunkworks Racing Team. Looking pretty solid here off the start. And here is Connor Leach. Now it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Skunkworks Racing Team. Boy, oh boy. David Shively currently rounding out the top 5. We have James Meyer slipping back to that 6th position. So got a little bit of work to do here. We got Aikman Pollard taking the high side here. Currently scored in the 6th position now. Jason Whittleton going to be in that 8th spot. We have Carson Rowland in the 9th spot. And 9th or 10th position goes to Ryan Philbrick at the moment. Go ahead and zoom out here just a little bit. See if we can get a good shot of all the racers on track. Oh, I apologize. Doesn't look like much is going on at the moment. I think a lot of people are kind of just filling it out at the moment. A long race here tonight, 90 laps of racing. Hopefully we see a lot of green flag racing, because I tell you what, those green flag pit stops really made it exciting last week. I look for this week to be much the same. Here's Aikman Pollard on the high side. James Meyer going to dip to the low side. That'll be the battle for 7th position on track. James going to the inside here, going into turn number 3. Going through the middle. What we got going on back here? I see Austin Smith. There's the 06 of Ryan Philbrick on the high side. The 414 of Rob Hicks poking his nose in there a little bit. Lucas Schimmel not too far behind. And Dylan Scholes back here all by his lonesome. Just logging some laps in at the moment in that Red Bull machine. Got a battle for 2nd position still. We have the number 3 of Skylar Harrod going to be on the high side. The 14 of Alan Grote going to be on the low side here. Doesn't look like he will win that battle out. Heading to turn number 3. Connor Leach kind of in no man's land right now. Pretty good start for him, though. Started back there in that 7th position. Currently scored in the 4th position. So very nice job by him. Here is David Shively trying to hold off the battle with Jason Willitson. Let's go ahead and take an onboard here with Jason. Here he is taking the low side through turns 1 and out of turn number 2 and down the back stretch. I think he might actually have a little bit of a nose ahead. Actually, no. David Shively, nice run out of that corner. Team over there to the right-hand side. We can actually see the leaders up in front of these as well. Alan Grote taking a peek on the inside of the leader there. Caleb Sisk out front. I say in these long green flag runs, I was watching them in practice. They look to be struggling the longer that they ran. I mean, I know generally you lose grip, but they look to see, I say about 15 laps in, they were losing a lot of grip. Everybody was really, really sideways there. It looked like they were having their hands full. So it might be an interesting race here tonight. See who can actually hang on to the rise, especially through or out of this corner right here. Turn 4 seemed to be the one that everybody was struggling a lot with there in practice. We'll see how the drivers adjust, though. It looks like Jason Whittleson will get the move done on Dave Shively. James Meyer currently back here leading the train of Aikman Pollard, Austin Smith, Rob Higgs. Carson Rowland not far behind either. Ryan Philbrick right here a part of this. Got a whole bunch of them all together right here. See what's going on up front. There is Alan Grote still right on the bumper. The Connor Leach taking a peek on the inside of Skylar Harrod here. So across the start-finish line, he will take away that 3rd position. Nicely done to Connor Leach there. Jason Willitson currently rounding out top 5. Slowly catching up to Skylar Harrod there. Could have a 3-car battle for that 3rd spot. A lot of single file racing at the moment. I did see a little peek on the inside there by Mr. Ryan Philbrick. Looks like he will tuck back into line, though. Did Jeffrey Nagengas make... He is blinking very badly for me. I think he does not have a great connection. You can see him over there in the top right on the track map. He's just blinking all over the place. I think he's having some issues. I know he disconnected there in practice, so hopefully everything sorts itself out. Lucas Schimmel taking an inside route here on the number 17 of Austin Smith. Looks like he will get that move done. Here comes the number 70 of Dylan Scholes. Going to try to follow the number 93 there. Head out of the corner. Also start finish line. No, we cannot get that move done. 06 of Ryan Philbrick. Going to take a peek on the inside of this man right here, Carson Rowland. Head into turn number 1, out of turn number 2. That top side has quite the momentum heading down the straight stretch here. Saw a little battle up here between Rob Higgs and Aikman Pollard. That is the battle for 8th position on track. James Meyer not far ahead. Aikman Pollard does win this one out, it looks like. Hold on to that 8th spot at the moment. Where is Dave Shively? There he is. Cruising on down the track. Currently scored in that 6th position. Jason Whittleton, one of the biggest movers of the race right now. Started back there in that 9th position all the way up into the top 5 here. Pretty good run from him today. Hopefully he can keep that up. Here is Connor Leach, still right on the heels of Skylar Herod. He did take away that 3rd spot for a minute, but he must have lost it back to Skylar Herod. Where is Alan Grote? There he is. Pretty good racing all over the place right now. Let's go ahead and take an on board here with old Jason. He's right on the bumper of Connor Leach. Was quite faster than Connor Leach the last time around. He ran a 30.8. Connor Leach was at a 31.2. So 4/10 faster last time by. Let's see what the times compare to this lap. Jason Whittleton, a 30.91. Connor Leach, a 31.19. So 2/10 faster that lap as well. This track is a tricky one, I will say. You really got to crank it in the corners. You can hear the wheels just a squealing as they make it through the corner. It'll be like that the entire night. Multiple different lines there you can run on the front stretch as well. Some people like to stay on the track surface itself because they don't like how the car gets a little upset transitioning from the apron, you know, up to the banking. But some people really like diving down there to the inside. Me, myself, I like to keep it on the track surface. I guess it just kind of depends on the car, because like the trucks, when we race the Craftsman Truck Series here, I like to use the apron because those trucks are a little bit more stable, but the Xfinity cars feel a little bit slippery to me. But I will say a lot of these racers out here are much better drivers than me, so, you know, it is what it is. I'm a dirt racer. I'm not really an asphalt racer, so take it from them. They're the professionals. Pretty good battles up here for this 2nd spot. Alan Grote. Phil has the upper hand. He seems to be pretty fast and in control up there, but Skylar Herod, Jason Wilson, and Connor Leach all battling right here for the same top 3 spots. Here's Dave Shively, currently scored in 6th, kind of in the same position that he was. Here is James Meyer as Aikman Pollard for company, the 06 of Ryan Philbrick, and the 414 of Rob Higgs. I do wonder how long they're going to push for their first round of pit stops. No cautions here yet today, which I absolutely love to see. I love green flag racing, so bring it on all day long. Let's go ahead and take an onboard here with the man kind of stuck right here in the middle, Mr. Ryan Philbrick. He's right here behind Aikman Pollard, currently scored in the 9th position, has Rob Higgs right there behind him in the 10th position. See multiple different lines in the corners as well. Some people like the low side, some people like the high side. It's about the same amount of speed as long as you nail the line. Oh, I see a battle up in front of these racers. I think that is Jason Whittleton. Oh no, that is Connor Leach taking a peek to the inside of the number 3 of Skylar Herod as we cross the start finish line. He's going to dip down to the apron. Not able to make much of it. Jason Whittleton going to try to capitalize here. Going to take the high route as he heads into turn number 1 and out of turn number 2. He's going to have a ton of momentum heading down the backstretch here. He might have a shot. Going to get a little bit of draft there from the number 3 of Skylar Herod. He does secure it for now. We'll have to see the exit of turn 4. That'll be the big tail of the tape here. And yes, nicely done, Jason Whittleton. Going to move up to that 4th position. Had a really nice day today so far. Good move there by him. Might have sights on the number 3 of Skylar Herod. He is surrounded by Skyworks Racing Team, though, so he's going to need to play a little strategy here. Who is that back there creeping into the picture? That is Dave Shively. He has caught up to the top 5 racers. He's been really, really good the past few weeks. I'll look for him to be right here in the picture for the entire night. He has really turned it on this season. Really, really nice to see some other faces up here running with the big boys. Here is Skylar Herod still trying to defend the 07 of Jason Whittleton. Going to have the higher route heading out of turn number 2, though. Will have a nice run down the backstretch. I think he will easily hang on to that third spot for now. Oh, Connor Leach had quite the run heading out of turn number 2, and he is going to take a peek to the inside as we head into turn number 3. We're already 20 laps down, everybody, getting ready to head into lap number 21. Man, what a good battle for positions all over the place. Connor Leach going to have to settle into that 5th position for the moment. Skylar Harrod hanging on to 4th. Jason Whittleson up to that 3rd spot now. Must be feeling pretty darn good tonight. Going to try to chase down the number 14 car of Alan Grote, which is currently hanging on to that 2nd spot. Caleb Sisk, I haven't said much about him. It's because he's been gone out here all by himself. 1.6 second lead. Hope the man back there in 2nd place looking pretty smooth out front as per usual. We'll have to see how it all shakes out here tonight. Jason Wilson, nice run out of turn number 4. A pretty good run down the front stretch. Alan Grote going to go to the apron there. As we head into turn number 1, Jason Wilson again going to go to that high side. He seems to really like that line through turns 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, going to have quite the run on Alan Grote. We'll take a peek to the inside. Here we go. Battle for the 2nd place is on. Does look like he does get the move done. Nicely done, Jason Wilson, all the way up to 2nd position now. Connor Leach taking a look on the inside here of the number 3 of Skylar Harrod as we cross the start-finish line. Does look to secure that position. We'll move up to that 4th spot. Uh-oh, we have someone. Oh, we have rounds of pit stops coming in, everybody. James Meyer into pit lane. We have Aikman Pollard into pit lane as well. Carson Rowland in pit lane. Number 17 of Austin Smith as well into pit lane. So 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th positions all into pit lane right now. So made it about, what, 22, 23 laps there on a green flag run. Not too bad. We'll have to wait and see. David Shively now coming down pit lane, I see. Lucas Schimmel as well coming into pit lane. Dylan Scholes, I see him slowing down and coming into pit lane as well. Aikman Pollard coming out of pit lane now. Carson Rowland rejoining the race. Have to wait and see what the top 7 do. I believe some of those racers are going to go a lap down. Does look like Caleb Sisk going down to the apron. Gets a little loose there. Going to woe the car down. Nicely done, Caleb Sisk. Here comes Jason Wilson and Connor Leach. Oh, I think the whole field's coming because here comes Skylar Harrod and Alan Grote, Ryan Philbrick, Rob Higgs, to Dave Shively. Yes, he did. He is out of pit lane. All right, so that is everybody has made their first round of pit stops at the moment. Let's make sure nobody slides through their pit box. Nothing crazy here. Caleb Sisk had about a 1.8 second lead when he came into the pits, so I say he's going to be just fine as long as he makes a nice little pit stop here. All right, looks to be in pretty good shape. It does look like Connor Leach is going to beat Skylar Harrod off of pit lane. Jason Whittleson, nice stop from him. Rejoin right behind Caleb Sisk. Have to see where the first rounders kind of end up on track. They are starting to catch up with the racers coming out of pit lane now. Let's see if some of those undercuts worked. I do see right now we have Caleb Sisk out in the lead. Jason Whittleson will rejoin 2nd place on the grid. Oh, Connor Leach right here in that 3rd spot. David Shively going to be in that 4th spot. Skylar Harrod will be in the 5th spot. James Meyer right here will be in the 6th spot. Alan Grote a little slow in pit lane, it looks like. Going to rejoin in that 7th position. He's got tons of speed here tonight. Don't look like he's going to have too much trouble making his way back through. Up to his teammate, the number 3 of Skylar Harrod down the backstretch. James Meyer going to overtake Skylar Harrod and take away that 5th position. Here's Lucas Schimmel back here in the 8th spot. Aikman Pollard going to be scored in the 9th spot right now. Rob Higgs into the top 10. Carson Rowland in 11th position right now. Ryan Philbrick back here in the 12th spot. Dylan Scholes in 13th. Austin Smith has hit the wall, everybody. What has happened to Austin Smith? Got a lot of damage to the side of that thing. That is unfortunate. Came into tonight 3rd place in points for Austin Smith. Trying to see if I can find where he hit the wall, but I'm not seeing anything on my event tab, unfortunately. We will just have to rewind tape and kind of search around, which don't want to do that. Wow, Caleb Sisk with a 2.8 second lead out front at the moment. Here's Jason Whittleson. Connor Leach in that 3rd spot. I'm that bumper of the 07 of Jason Whittleson as we head down the back stretch into turn number 3. Gonna be right on the bumper. Gonna take a high entry. Gonna dip down low. Nice smooth exit out of turn number 4. Get a little bit of draft there. Those having a Jason Wilson. Man, Jason almost touching the grass there, coming across the start-finish line, really using every inch of the track. I like it. Go right back up to that high side where we know he's been really, really good all night long. Here's Connor Leach heading out of turn number 2. Going to get right in behind him, squeeze up next to the wall. Not able to get the move done yet. Jason Whittleson looking really, really, really strong here tonight. He's had a pretty good season all season long, honestly. Got a battle back here for the 4th position on track. Dave Shively going to be on the high side, the number 77. Oh, they both touched the wall heading out of the corner. Both got a little bit loose there. James Meyer going to be on the high side here. Oh, the 85 of David Shively got really sideways there through the middle of the corner, heading out of turn number 4 down the front stretch. There's Alan Grote. He has already taken away that 6th position. Slowly but surely reeling in the number 85 car. Into turn number 1 we go. He's going to dip down low. See if he can get that move done. It's going to be tough there on the low side heading out of turn number 2 and down that backstretch. Not able to get the move done at the moment. Let's go and take an onboard here with Mr. Alan Grote. See just how it's done. Nice and smooth on the wheel into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Not much doing at the moment. Going on back here, Rob Higgs and the 06 of Ryan Philbrick and the number 90 of Carson Rowland awful close to one another. That's the battle for 10th spot on track. There goes the 06 of Ryan Philbrick to the inside. Really nice exit out of the corner, and he will take that spot away. I think Rob Higgs got a little bit loose there and lost a ton of speed because he might lose this position to the number 90 of Carson Rowland as well, and he does. Rob Higgs going to slide back to that 12th spot. Skylar Hare right on the bumper of his teammate, Alan Grote. They'll try to make their way back up to the front, I'm sure. Anybody else kind of close? Where's Lucas Shimwell? He's back here. He's got Aikman Pollard for company. Jason Wilson did lose that 2nd position to Connor Leach. Go ahead and take a look and see how that pass got done on track. Jason Wilson here on the high side. Does he touch the wall or something? No, he just got just not much momentum at all out of that corner. Connor Leach just had a really good corner there. Just like that. Gonna slide back to that 3rd spot. Thought maybe he touched the wall or something. Lost a lot of speed because he had quite the gap back there to Connor Leach. But I guess Connor's just flying at the moment. Just on rails. Trying to see if we got a battle somewhere on track for position. I'm not really seeing much of anything going on. And no. Austin Smith kind of stuck here in the middle. Some of these racers. That was unfortunate for him. He's now going to be scored 2 laps down, so he's got a little bit of work to do. Still got a lot of damage to the right side of the car. Going to take an onboard here with the wild man, Skylar Hare. Skylar is one of my most favorite people I love to watch race just because he is full send no matter what he's driving. He drives the wheels off everything I've ever seen him drive. Currently scored in the 7th position, trying to chase down that 14 of Alan Grote, his teammate. Not able to make up much time on the field here. Who do they got in front of them? That is David Shively, James Meyer right there in front of them. It does look like the entire field pitted on lap number 23 and 24. So we got about 13 laps on these tires already. Last stint they made it to lap 23. So look for about lap 45, 46. That might be their next round of pit stops. Oh, big move on the inside there by the 14 of Alan Grote. Let's go ahead and take a peek at him. Had a really nice exit out of 3 and 4. Had a nice run down the front stretch. Gave him a chance there in turns 1 and 2. Across the start-finish line on to lap number 39. Race is flying by. Here he is, moved to the inside there. Not going to be able to get the exit he wants to out of turn number 2. You can see the speed difference there on the high side. It is absolutely huge. Big gap in between him and David Shively now. Into turn 3, out of turn number 4, nice and smooth. Oh, we got to touch the wall there just a tiny bit. Doesn't even look to scrub much speed off at all. A little bit loose there heading out of turn number 2. Going to get a little bit of draft here by the 85. Not able to do much with it heading out of turn number 4. Oh, pretty good run here into turn number 1. He really likes this low side of it, looks like. Get out, drag race down the backstretch. Well, let's check throughout the grid, see what we got going on at the moment. Caleb Sisk out front, 2.3 second lead over this man right here, the 71 of Connor Leach. Back here in that 3rd spot at the moment, it's Jason Willitson. Has lost quite the time to Connor Leach. It's about a 2-second gap between him and Connor now. Here is James Meyer, currently scored in the 4th position. David Shively. Watching that battle with Alan Grote just a minute ago, currently running out top 5. Skylar Harrod still scored in that 7th position back here. Here's the 06 of Ryan Philbrick up to 8th position. Lucas Schimmel currently scored in the 9th position. Aikman Pollard back here in the 10th position. You can see just how spread out they are. Almost a full straightaway length between the leader and back here in the 10th spot. I guess we'll just kind of stick right here with this battle because honestly, the rest of the field is very spread out. Skylar Harrod following Alan Grote, which is chasing down David Shively and James Meyer. James Meyer's blinking all over the place for me. Let's watch the number 3 of Skylar Harrod zooming around the track at the moment. David Shively catching up to James Meyer. We might have a battle for that 4th position here in just a second. Going to take an onboard here with David Shively. And now to turn number 2 now. Going to get a little bit of a draft heading down the backstretch. They both seem to like that higher line there through turns 1 and 2. James likes the low side, it looks like, through turns 3. And out of turn number 4. See the speed difference down the front stretch using that higher line. Yeah, quite the distance. You can see David slowly but surely reeling him in. Oh, James going to the low side here this time. Wow, he is having some connection issues at the moment. Good luck, David Shively. Just take a guess where he's at on track. Does look like Rob Higgs just went into pit lane. James Meyer going into pit lane now. Aikman Pollard going into pit lane. Yeah, rounds of pit stops definitely coming in here. Here's James Meyer heading down pit lane. Aikman Pollard as well. Carson rolling into pit lane. Rob Higgs looks like he's already got his pit stops done. He's back out on track. Gonna try a little bit of strategy here. He was back in the field just a little bit, so this might work out pretty good for him. Jason Whittleton now coming into pit lane. David Shively coming into pit lane as well. Ooh, almost hit that cone there. Lucas Schimmel coming down pit lane. Pretty good day from Lucas Schimmel. Started back there in that 12th position. Scored in 8th as he comes into pit lane now. Still have our top 5 racers still left to come into pit lane. Caleb Sisk out front still. There's Rob Higgs. Lap down at the moment. Connor Leach. Oh my gosh. Connor Leach. Back here in the 2nd position. I apologize, Connor. Alan Group back here in the 3rd spot. Has Skylar Harrod and Ryan Philbrick all over him. A good battle here for that 3rd position. I think this might be the lap that they start coming into pit lane. On lap number 49. Here is Caleb Sisk. Whoa, and that thing down. Oh, he's going to spin it coming into pit lane. Our leader has made a rare mistake. You don't see this very often, folks. Caleb Sisk is one of those racers that he just does not make mistakes, and that's why he is one of the best I've ever seen. Wow, you know, everybody's human though. But see, that actually makes things a little bit interesting here. He did have a nice recovery there. Got the thing out of the way pretty quickly there too, so the other racers weren't held up, so nicely done by him. Connor Leach going to go into his pit box. Here's Alan Grote coming down pit lane. Who else is in here? Oh, Skylar Harrod is in pit lane. Yep, Ryan Philbrick in pit lane. So all of the top 5 are now in pit lane. Let's see what this does to Caleb Sisk. How this is going to affect his race. Now he's going to have something to work towards. He had quite the gap though. So he did have a little bit of time to lose. That'll help him out a little bit. And he's very, very fast. And we got 40 laps of racing still left to go. So he's got time to make up that mistake. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it all shakes out. Connor Leach will probably be our new leader. He is scored there at the moment. Jason Whittleton in that 2nd position. David Shively up into that 3rd spot. James Meyer in the 4th spot right now. Ryan Philbrick's going to round out your top 5 at the moment. Oh no, did Caleb Sisk get a penalty as well? He was in pit lane for quite a while there. He's now out of pit lane. Wow. What a wild turn of events. You can tell probably by the tone in my voice just how shocked I was. You just don't ever see Caleb Sisk make mistakes. Like, he is just an excellent all-around good racer. Like, he just does not make mistakes, so it's just wild to see. Nothing going on at the moment. Some big gaps in between the cars, so we'll have to wait till they start tightening up here a little bit. Or we see a little bit of action on track. Uh-oh, Caleb Sisk coming down pit lane once again. It'll be a tough day in the office. This is the number 70. Dylan Scholes getting ready to go a lap down here. Well, another lap down, I should say. And there it goes. Nicely done, Connor Leach. Got a good battle back here, it looks like. Ryan Philbrick and Skylar Harrod. Does look like Skylar Harrod, wow, shot out of a rocket there. Alan Grote going to get on the back of Ryan Philbrick here a little bit. They're going to go down the back stretch side by side into turn number 3. Number 14 of Alan Grote going to be on the low side here. We'll get that move done quite easily. Go ahead and take an onboard here with Ryan Philbrick. Not much going on. I'm looking at the tower. Try to find us a battle on track, everybody. Not much going on. Some really big gaps in between the cars. Maybe Carson Rowland and Aikman Pollard. Or Aikman Pollard and Ryan Philbrick, I should say. Aikman Pollard going to take the higher side and get the move done. Nicely done, Aikman Pollard. Carson Rowland going to be right there on the heels of the 06 of Ryan Philbrick. And into turn number 3. Does look like he will get that move done as well. I wonder what's wrong with Ryan Philbrick. Seems to be moving or losing quite the pace here. He's been fast all day long. Hard to tell. Teammates still battling for that 6th spot on track, it looks like. Skylar Harrod leading Alan Grote. Oh. Little bit of a blinking moment there, it looked like. Nice smooth line here by Alan Grote. He might have a shot here. Pretty good corner. Gonna head out of turn number 2. Gonna still be on the inside here. We're gonna duck up how it looks like to get a little bit of draft there off the number 3 car. Into turn number 3. Gonna drive it in deep here. Did get the move done there just for a minute, but Skylar Harrod gonna have quite the drive out of the corner. Can Alan Grote dip down to the apron and get it done? Not just yet. Now it is complete. Nicely done by Alan Grote. Gonna move up to the 6th spot. Looks like he's having a pretty solid day today. Biggest mover of the race so far, Jason Whittleton. Started back there in that 9th position. Currently running in that 2nd spot. It does appear, everybody, that Caleb Siss might be done for the day. He is not on my timing tower anymore. Yeah, he's gone. I can't find him. That is unfortunate. Our points leader heading into tonight. Be out of the race here. Here is the battle for 3rd position, though. David Shively chasing down the 77 of James Meyer. Go ahead and focus here on this battle. Steve Shively be on the high side through turns 1 and 2. I can't quite see James Meyer. Gonna need to turn off this overlay so I can see him. There he is. He was hiding behind the tower over there. Laps are ticking down here too. What lap are we on? On lap number 61 now, so only 29 laps left to go. I say we will see another round of pit stops. See what lap they decide to do that on. Everybody pitted last time somewhere in between lap 47 to 49. So everybody kind of on the same strategy right now. Looks like a Lucas Schimmel, by the way, got by Skylar Harrod. Trying to chase down Alan Grote, but those look like Skylar Harrod zooming right now. Actually, I apologize. It was actually Alan Grote that got by the number 93 of Lucas Schimmel. Now Skylar Harrod is also going to pass Lucas Schimmel. Let's see exactly how Alan Grote got the move done. Looks like he had a nice run. Oh, Lucas Schimmel actually got up into the wall there, heading out of turn number 2, it looks like. Scrubbed a lot of speed off. Hopefully didn't damage the car there. Yeah, that's how that move got done. Dave Shively lost quite the time here to James Meyer at the moment. Thought maybe he's going to chase him down after James got by him, but I guess not. Let's see how James got by David Shively, because I completely missed that one as well. Here he is on the inside. Dave didn't touch the wall or anything. I think James is just running a little bit quicker times right now at the moment. Outran him, got the move done out of turn number 4 and into turn 1. Easy peasy. Connor Leach looking incredibly well out front, though, at the moment. Almost a 5-second lead out front. Jason Whittleton in a solid second position as well, though. He's got a 5-second lead over the 77 of James Meyer at the moment. David Shively scored in that 4th position. Alan Grote back here in the 5th position. Skylar Harrod in 6th right now. Lucas Schimmel having a pretty good day. Started back there in the 12th spot. Currently running in 7th position. Carson Rowland in the 8th spot right now. Aikman Pollard in the 9th spot. And Rob Higgs rounding at your top 10 as Ryan Philbrick for company right here. Go ahead and take an onboard here with Ryan Philbrick. Trying to break his way back into the top 10. Got to get by this 414 machine of Rob Higgs. "24 laps left to go, everybody." Oh, Rob Higgs touched the wall there. Heading out of turn number 2. Going to scrub a little bit of speed off. We're getting ready to go by the number 17 of Austin Smith, which has had a wretched day out here. Yeah, it's Chicagoland today. Going to be one to forget. He, too, as well, is one of the higher points standings heading into tonight. He was 3rd place in points heading into tonight. Apparently scored down there in that 13th position. So 1st place in points, Caleb Sisk out of the race back there in that 14th spot. And our 3rd place in points, Austin Smith, currently in the 13th spot. So might have a little bit of shake-up in the point system after tonight's race. Nice smooth line there by Ryan Philbrick. Gonna run the higher line here. Doesn't look like he's catching up to Rob Higgs, though. I think Rob is actually pulling away here just a little bit. I was kind of watching this timer between Alan Grote and David Shively at the moment. Alan Grote reeled him in 0.3 of a second last time by, so I think Alan's really pushing the pace. I think we do have one more round of pit stops coming probably pretty soon here. We are within that window that they can do it in one more pit stop. If they do it right, at this current moment. I say they're going to push it a little bit longer to have the most amount of tires at the end of the race. Nicely done to the number 70 of Dylan Scholes here, getting out of the way of the lead racers. Alan going to take the higher side here through turns 3 and 4. Down the front stretch. See that time by about identical between Alan Grote and David Shively. Oh, we got rounds of pit stops coming in, everybody. James Meyer into pit lane. Who is this? Oh, Carson Rowland into pit lane. Aikman Pollard into pit lane as well, and so is Rob Higgs. So 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th place currently in pit lane. Here comes Jason Whittleton into pit lane. Oh, he's got a little bit of damage to the right front of this car. David Shively now coming down into pit lane. A little bit loose there. Going to have to slide the tires there a little bit. Lucas Schimmel into pit lane. See when those top 3 racers come down to pit lane. Connor Leach going out of turn number 4. He does not appear to be coming in this lap. Here's Alan Grote and Skylar Harrod. When these racers make it out of pit lane, here comes Jason Whittleton to rejoin. Rob Higgs out of pit lane as well. Does not look like top 3 racers have decided to come down pit lane at the moment. They are full throttle. Ryan Philbrick in pit lane at the moment. Dylan Scholes in pit lane as well. Connor Leach is woven it down, everybody. And yes, he is coming down pit lane. Our leader is in. Nice and smooth down pit lane. Got the car wove down just in time. Here comes the other 2. Alan Grote slowing it down, getting a little bit of slide there. Here is Skylar Harrod as well coming down pit lane. That is everybody in now, except for Austin Smith. Pitted on lap number 48. Only scored 3 laps down though, so not much is going to help you. Ooh, really loose out of turn number 4 there. Nice job hanging on to it. Oh, Alan Grote made a tiny bit of a mistake there. Had to adjust the car again. Slid through his pit box. Connor Leach back out of the pitch and back on the track surface. Heading down the apron through turns 1 and 2. We'll rejoin on the backstretch. Where is Jason Whittleton? I don't think he's going to have a shot at overtaking here. Connor Leach had almost a 5.5 second lead, though, when we were on the round of pit stops. He was absolutely flying. Comes Jason Wilson down the backstretch. About a 5-second lead up to Connor Leach, which is getting right back up to full speed. All right, so how did it all shake out, everybody? So Connor Leach still scored out there in the lead by quite the margin. Jason Wilson, hanging on to that second spot, has a really big gap back to James Meyer, which is currently scored in the 3rd position. David Shively currently scored in the 4th position. Lucas Schimmel going to be into the top 5 now. Skylar Harrod going to be scored in that 6th position. Alan Grote with that tiny little mistake in pit lane will lose a couple spots here. Going to be in that 7th position right now. Aikman Pollard in the 8th position. We have Carson Rowland back here in the 9th position. And rounding out your top 10, and the last car on the lead lap is the number 06 of Ryan Philbrick. Ooh, boy. Battle for 6th position is on. Alan Grote, slowly but surely, reeling in teammate Skylar Harrod. We can get an onboard here with Alan Grote. So we head through turns 1 and out of turn number 2. There's number 70 of Dylan Scholes right here in front of them. Austin Smith coming down pit lane now. We'll take a move to the inside here, going into turn number 3. Man, these cars look like such a handful to drive tonight. Ooh, Dylan Scholes gets a little loose on the apron there, but he will stay out of the way of the leaders, thank goodness. Those of you watching the broadcast, I don't know how important it is to know, you know, lap cars have ruined a lot of races here in iRacing in general. That I have good, knowledgeable, smart racers in a league like this that know to stay out of the way of the leaders and not ruin other people's races is such an important piece of the puzzle. So big shout out to people that are having, you know, bad days already, but still smart enough and, you know, nice enough to get out of the way of the leaders. So big shout out to anybody that has a bad day out there and does the right thing anyways. All right, what we got going on up here? Lucas Schimmel right on the back of David Shively as we head out of turn number 4. Ooh, David Shively going to slap the wall pretty hard there, heading out of turn number 4. This might give Lucas Schimmel a chance at the 4th spot. Gonna be right on the bumper as we head into turn number 1. Takes a peek to the inside here as we head through the corner. Can he get that move done? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. They are side by side heading down the backstretch. David Shively going to have quite the run on the higher side, though. That momentum on the high side, we've seen it all day long here at Chicagoland, is quite intense as you head down the backstretch. Does look like he will hold off the number 93 of Lucas Schimmel at the moment. And don't let that currently 29th in points down there stat inform you. Lucas Schimmel is a very, very good driver and a very fast racer. He's just missed quite a few weeks of racing. That's the only reason he's so far down in the points. Right on the bumper of the 85 of David Shively as we head down the backstretch into turn number 3. Running about the same identical line here. Does look like Lucas is going to tip it a little bit lower than David Shively heading out of turn number 4. Ooh, gets a little loose there. Go down to the apron here as we cross the start-finish line. 11 laps left to go, everybody. Connor Leach still has this race in hand. 6-second gap back to Jason Whittleton. Jason Whittleton is securely in that 2nd spot. I don't think we'll see another round of pit stops. We only have a handful of laps left to go, so I doubt we'll see anybody come into pit lane unless they absolutely have to. So I think Jason Whittleton in a good spot there to hang on to 2nd. James Meyer currently scored in 3rd, and we're watching the battle for 4th on track at the moment. David Shively hanging on to it for now, but Lucas Schimmel with quite the run here, going to be right all over the bumper. Let's go ahead and take an onboard here with Lucas Schimmel, see what he's doing here. You can see just a little bit different lines that he's trying to run, you know, compared to David Shively. Oh boy, where did he go? There he is. Ooh, boy, Lucas Schimmel barely scratching the surface there of the wall, heading out of turn number 4. A little bit loose here, heading out of turn number 2. Gonna lose a little bit of ground to the 85 car up in front of him. And I can't tell if these two are actually catching James Meyer up there in that 3rd spot. They might be just a little bit. I think they're pushing each other pretty hard right now, racing for that 4th spot, but might help them both out by catching up to that 3rd place car. Back behind them, there's not really much going on, if I'm being completely honest, everybody. There's some gaps in between the racers, so there's really not much else to watch at the moment. So we'll keep an eye on this battle right here. It's a pretty good one, anyways. They are catching James Meyer, by the way. I've been watching the timing tower up here. They are running about 0.3 faster than James Meyer each lap for the last 3 laps by. So, yeah, they're definitely reeling him in. This lap by, they were both 0.1 faster than James Meyer. So he might look in that mirror and see a couple cars coming at him. He might just step on the gas a little bit harder, start pushing it a little bit harder, too. Six laps left to go. How is this going to finish out between these 3 racers? Nice and smooth by all 3 here. Does look like Lucas Schimmel lost a little bit that corner. David Shively might not be actually even looking in his rearview mirror at the moment. He might see that car in front of him and say, oh boy, I could get on the podium here. Down the front stretch we go. 5 laps left to go, everybody. You can count them on one hand. You're going to start making some moves. You better start doing them quick. Man, I tell you what, man. David Shively has been running this high line all day long, and it has worked out for him quite well. He knows exactly how to do it up here. Trying to see what's going on up in front of these 2 cars. Was that Lucas Schimmel passing a lap car? I saw some cars in front of these 2 racers, and I can't tell who's side by side. Oh, Ryan Philbrick and Carson Rowland. That's who is side by side. That's the battle for 9th spot on track. Looks like Ryan Philbrick will get that move done. Battle for 3rd is on. Where is Lucas Schimmel? Okay, he's not far behind. Let's go ahead and take an onboard here with David Shively. 3 laps left to go. Can David put it on the podium once again? I said it at the beginning of the broadcast, man. David Shively has had an incredible season in the last few weeks of racing. He has found some speed in these Xfinity cars. And I tell you, man, he has been up front every week since. Nice and smooth, heading out of the corner. Got quite the speed gap on the 77 of James Meyer. 2 laps left to go, though. Is he going to have enough time to get the move done? Because catching up to somebody's one thing, getting by him is a whole nother. Now to turn number 2, going to take a little bit lower exit, carry more speed. You get a nice draft heading down the backstretch. Going to take a little bit midline here compared to James' really high line there. Oh, is he going to touch the wall? Oh my gosh, I thought he for sure was going to hit the wall. Final lap though. White flag is now waving for your leader out front. We will keep an eye on this battle, but let's go ahead and take a peek at the leader here. He is heading down the backstretch into turn number 3 for the last time today. Here he is heading out of the last corner. Checker flags will be waving, and your winner today, the 71 of Connor Leach here in week number 6 of the Passing Under Yellow Racing League at Chicagoland Speedway. Nicely done, Connor Leach. Does look like David or Jason Wilson will finish in the, what happened? Uh-oh. What happened right here? David Shively going to get the 3rd spot. Jason Wilson going to get the 2nd spot. Let's see what happened to James Meyer and David Shively battle. Of course, as soon as I switch off. Oh, David Shively got into him. Oh, no. Oh, I hate that for James Meyer. Going to lose out there. He did throw the block there. Let's go and take another peek at that. Let's go with far chase cam here just to see a little bit better perspective of what happened here. Oh, man. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I don't know who to blame there. But let's watch Connor Leach, everybody, doing a little celebrating here, doing a little dirt tracking in the corner. This is kind of his trademark thing. He likes to slide around the corner and just show off just how damn good of a driver he is. Nicely done to Connor Leach, everybody. We'll go ahead and watch him do just a little bit of celebrating, but I'll see you right back here for the post-race interviews with the top 3. All right, looks like we got our top 3 finishers in here with us tonight. Connor Leach going to bring home the checker flag here tonight. Jason Whittleton going to bring it home in second, and David Shively going to round out your top 3. Man, what a race. So we'll start with you, David Shively. What a last lap there. I'm not entirely sure what happened between you and James Meyer, but you guys had one hell of a battle going on for a few laps there. It looked like you went to the low side, and he might have tried to block, or maybe you just had quite the run there. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to hear it from you, but still going to finish in 3rd place here tonight. Congratulations on that. So, yeah, man, tell us about it.
Thank you. I was pretty much just trying to save tires most of the time, and had a bit of a run on him, and he kept coming down and moving all over. So I tried to hold my line, and it, I guess what happens happens. I guess.
Yeah, I agree. It was still, man, a really good race from you today. You showed a ton of speed once again here in these Xfinity cars, but I'm not quite sure what you've done the last few weeks. But I tell you what, you got a shit pile of speed, and you are finishing up front just about every week now. So congratulations on, again, another podium finish here in this series, and hopefully we'll see you next week, brother.
Absolutely, and thank you very much.
All right, now let's hear from our man that finished in 2nd place, Mr. Jason Whittleton. Boy, what a race from you today as well. You were absolutely flying, especially at the start of the race there. Man, I don't know. You shot out of a cannon. You started back there in that 9th spot, and you were up in the top 3. It felt like no time. And you're going to drive up front all day long. Good job on the pit stops here today. Had a really, really fast car. Good strategy. Going to finish in 2nd place. Got to be happy with that. So how do you feel about tonight's race, man?
Oh man, I'm super happy. I botched qualifying a little bit, just got loose coming out of 4 on the 2nd lap, so started mid-pack. Felt I had a good car, worked my way up at the start there, still trying to save tires, but get track position, and everything was working well. Ended up on that, what was it, the 2nd pit stop when we took tires. A couple laps after that, as I was slowly gaining on Connor there. Got tangled up with a lap car and unfortunately just lost the rhythm for a bit. But yeah, brought home 2nd place, looking good. And Dave, it looks like we're tied for 6th in points now.
Yeah, we got a battle going on, brother. Nice run today.
Yeah.
Good stuff, fellas. Good stuff, man. Well, Jason, thank you very much for sandbagging quali so you can drive through the field and make you look real darn good. Good job, man. But anyways, man, yeah, congratulations on 2nd place here today, man. This series is super tough and very, very competitive. So to finish in 2nd place, you should be very proud of yourself, man. So good job today, and hopefully we'll see you next week, brother.
Thank you.
All right, now let's hear from the man of the hour, Mr. Connor Leach. Congratulations on the win here today, man. I really hate that for Caleb Sisk. I was hoping to see you two battle it out like you did last week. He made a little bit of a mistake there going into pit lane, and sometimes racing be like that. And then after that, it was your race to lose because you had a humongous gap out front. It was up to 6-7 seconds at some points of time, but still going to finish with a 5-second gap back to 2nd place. Absolutely controlled the race. From that point on. So congratulations on the win here today, man. And by the way, I just want to mention, I absolutely love your celebration that you do around the track if you dirt track it through the corners. I really enjoy watching that. So nice showing off there. But yeah, man, congratulations on the win. How do you feel about today's race, man?
It was a good race. I mean, I'll be honest, I had nothing for Caleb that whole run. I mean, even when I did try to put in some quicker laps throughout the race there, I wasn't gaining much on him. And, unfortunately, called a mistake, called a mechanical failure, but he had some problems with his shifter. It's been ongoing where he'll put it in a gear and it'll pick whatever gear it wants to go in. And fortunately, it went from I think 3rd to 1st instead of 2nd or whatever it was on the way into the pits.
No.
So he spun it there. It sucks for him. And then same thing coming out of the pits, he went from 3rd to 2nd, blew up the engine once he did get back turned around, and sucks for him. It would have been good to have a good battle with him. I don't know if I would have had much for him to take him off his throne at this track, but hopefully next time around we could have a good battle for the lead again. But it was a good race. I mean, we tried to just keep tires under us for the first little while there. You go the first stop without tires, 2nd stop you take tires, and then you just go all out from there. And the car ran good. We had a big hell of a lead there towards the end, and I'm looking at, why am I why am I still pushing? I'd better save a little bit of tire just in case we do get just in case there's a yellow. I mean, I didn't see one coming because everyone ran really clean. It was quite impressive throughout the whole field. Everyone was being respectful of each other. Yeah, we came home first. It's not the greatest way to win when the guy that you're fighting to catch up to has a problem like that. But I'll take any win I can get.
I heard that, man. I heard that. Yeah, it was actually super impressive today that no cautions on track.
Yeah,
Not a
and
single
really
caution.
Big shout out to all the guys out here. I mean, it's good.
Like, I've done hundreds of broadcasts now. I don't think I can tell you this is one of maybe 3 that I've ever done with no caution. So yeah, big shout out to everybody for nice driving here today. And yeah, man, congratulations on the win here today. Like you said, it's not in the fashion you want, but you know what? You'll take wins when you can get them. So congratulations on the win here today, man. And hopefully we'll see you next week, brother.
Yeah, man, we'll see you next week. And big shout out to Skunkworks Graphics. I mean, he's got tons of paint schemes out here, and he does a great job as always. And yeah, it's too bad some more of our Skunkworks boys couldn't get into the podium, but you know what? We all had a good race, good clean race, and you know it's always fun getting out here and putting on some of a show for you.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you guys very much for joining me here in the booth tonight. Congratulations on your podium finishes here tonight, boys. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, good one.
Thanks, man.
All right, everybody, there you have it. You just heard from your top 3. Connor Leach going to take the win here tonight. Jason Weddleton going to finish in that second spot. And David Shively going to round out your top 3. Yeah, big shout out to everybody here tonight. All the racers, man. Like I said, I have not done very many broadcasts at all that we don't have any yellow flags. So big shout out to everybody just for some excellent driving here tonight. When we had really good battles on track, it wasn't even a boring race. You know, there was a lot of side-by-side battles, just everybody really respectful out here in this series. So a big shout out to the Passing Under Yellow Racing League. You guys are awesome. Big shout out to Austin Smith for the passingunderyellow.com. Appreciate you guys very much for putting all this stuff on. If you guys want custom iRacing tunes, stuff to make you drive faster, help setting up the car and stuff like that, that is the place to go, passingunderyellow.com. So make sure you check that out. And a humongous shout out to Alan Grote and the Skunkworks Graphics team, skunkworksgraphics.com. If you guys want some of these custom liveries that you've seen on the cars tonight, damn near every car on the field was done by Alan Grote, which let me tell you something. It takes a while to get these things done. Not only to get them done, but to get them done with such quality. Big shout out to Alan, man. Big shout out to Alan. You guys really need to check him out and show him some support and get yourself a custom livery so you can, because you ain't going to be fast if you don't look fast, okay? That's just how it works in racing. Okay? That's just how it is. Anyways, you guys have a good rest of the night. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. That we are done with this week. Where are we off to next week? Let me look at the schedule here real quick. I know you're here somewhere. Oh, here you are. Where are we off to next week? We are off to Dover Motor Speedway, one of my favorite tracks to race. Hopefully the racers are pretty excited about that. We got 120 laps of racing there at the old Monster Mile. So hopefully we'll see you all then. You guys have a good rest of the night. Love y'all, mean it. And until next time, goodbye.